No cut, dude. I've never done a no cut like this.
I thought that you. No,
David's.
you edited them up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh hell, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like when it comes to like interview footage, it varies. But like it's usually like an hour altogether with all the footage compiled all together. But this is the first no cut. Like I'll probably cut all of this maybe. Like this is one movie I gotta put into like a project.
We need the turbo dots, high speed turbo dots. Drop it like RoboCop. Keep racing.
Here, again, don't trip about the no. I feel like you always. One thing, this can be on the record too. One thing is like
We're recording, bro.
Yeah, when you get some advice, bro, and when you get people even criticism, advice or criticism, advice and criticism, they're like two sides of one coin, right? It's like different connotations. You have to be discerning if the advice is actually good for you, or if the criticism is actually somebody like who's the one who tells you if the criticism or if the advice is actually like the right thing to believe, you know? So critical thinking. So when it comes to, I don't know how that applied to what we were just saying, but yeah, about the no editing, you know?
Yeah.
It does not have to be one straight through. Because
I cannot my
story has little bits and points that we probably won't even talk about it depending on what you wanted to ask and stuff, you know? So, but I can help with the editing, so that doesn't have to be work that you have to do.
No, you good, bro. Shit. All right, man. Shit.
All right.
Self-expression, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, man. This is the first interview in maybe 2 years. I think the last time we did an interview like this was around this time, and it was with Saudi. Shout out her.
Clink.
We are here, man. Self-expression interview. We are here with Ameer Ahmed, man.
Hi.
Mentor, Obi-Wan, you feel me? Fucking pioneer in this shit. I'm not gonna lie, like Nova scene, V8, like the Northern Virginia scene, like this man, like that's when I heard, like that's the first time I heard of anybody doing music around here, like that Ego Vert and like Sohaib when he was like doing his thing.
True.
But yeah, no, like dead ass pioneer in this shit, bro. Ameer, what's the word? How are we, bro?
Yeah, bro. I did not expect that. I didn't know what I was gonna even go by doing this one.
Really?
But I guess that says something about this whole thing, right? And even why I asked you to wear the mask too, or like I asked if you were down, because I'm like, the identity and the anonymity, the mystique thing is like intriguing to me. But Ameer is fine. Feel me?
I see. Where are my manners? Because I should have maybe asked what you wanna like. Did you wanna?
No.
Really?
I mean, that's how. Again, you were like, dude, we're just gonna run and gun it. I was like expecting anything, because that's what I was trying to say about it. Not to hype myself up too much. The being flexible about shit goes a long way.
Right. So,
for me, just wanting to do it for so long, it's because I've seen you do it from your end and I believe in it. But yeah, it doesn't make me want to like be too like controlling about how it's gonna go, you know. But Ameer, sometimes Lil Mir, you know, the Lil Mir 2001 handle, that's the current username for that Instagram that I've had. That was the first one I had.
We'll put that on the screen.
I wish that Instagram had, I don't have like all the oldest posts I think on there because they didn't have the archive feature. Remember, like the archive feature came out within like the last 10 years or something.
Yeah.
So, but that was the oldest. That was when, you know, we were like growing up, elementary school, Instagram to meet, connect with, you know, make friends and shit. Yeah. And then the Bodega Cat page is kind of like the one that I actually use more now too. But it's got not as many years on it, but it was just created around when people would make like a second account spam page.
Yeah, right.
In high school, and then since then, because I don't want to make 12 different emails right now, I just use that one for that's Bodega Cat page.
Right.
And yeah, we got other pages as well, as you know.
Yeah.
YouTube, the SoundClouds, but Bodega Cat. Amir, Lil Mir for the earlier stuff, some songs, and Bodega Cat. I'm pretty sure, might as well, since it's just like flowing off the tongue right now, I'm taking it all the way early. I'm pretty sure the Bodega Cat came from Hawaii trip. Cheers, by the way. Guys, we've been waiting to do this for a long time. I gotta say that.
Oh, man.
I gotta say that.
Wow, you're leading into my first question.
Hold that thought. Hawaii, shout out to my dad. Hawaii, it was winter break trip. I can't remember what year it was, but it was during high school.
Yeah.
Hawaii winter break trip. Spider-Man Homecoming comes out before this year.
Yeah.
It was on Amazon by that time.
Right. Oh, yeah, so you was chilling, right?
And it's me and my older brother Siraj, who comes up a lot through the lore of everything. And we're staying with our dad's friend, longtime childhood friend, Ken, there, who works at like this hotel, housing. And they had a new hotel right next to where they were staying at, and my dad and his friend, they were like, do you guys want to just stay at this like one that they're built? That no one was at this hotel. It was like a hotel in construction, so think like liminal space basically, right? And we stayed in it. I don't even remember what Siraj was not even like, he was doing his own, he might have went to sleep by this point, I don't even fucking know. And I watched Spider-Man Homecoming, bought it, I don't even know how I paid for it or whatever, but bought it was on my laptop, this HP Envy that I have somewhere still. At the time, it was the one before it broke. And watched that shit. This hotel was right on the beach side. So the balcony, it was like the second floor that we were on.
Right.
Again, of an empty, in-construction hotel. Like unfinished, but the room was chill enough or whatever. I can't even remember, like, sleeping. Yeah, there was, like, beds or whatever, but on the balcony of the second floor, and the beach is right there. I'm just, like, watching the beach, and it's nighttime. Everybody's doing whatever. And I just fucking watched Spider-Man Homecoming off my laptop, alone on this deck, on this balcony, on the beach, like, watching the beach, basically. Hearing the ambiance of that in the background. I don't know if I have my headphones or not. I think I might have watched it with those. And watched Spider-Man Homecoming, like this new iteration, evolution of this highly significant IP character to a lot of us. And I'm open to saying a lot of moments changed my life. I'm not like I'm very liberal. I'm like generous with that. I'll be like, this song changed my life. This movie changed my life, whatever. That shit was very, very much so. I enjoyed the hell out of it. The whole trip was cool. Like I like rode in a helicopter and stuff. Yeah. But that to me is what I was already making beats and stuff then, but that to me is what I always talk about and always remember. I feel like the most of that trip was Spider-Man Home. It already played in theaters. It was already a thing. Yeah. And I'm a late bloomer with stuff, and I watched that alone. And just something about me just like being able to enjoy that and vibe alone.
And the beach and the ambiance and all of that just
kicked ass.
Yourself, yeah.
And yeah, so I just you're wearing the mask right now, so I was like, dude, that shit is just such a memory. I had to just share that.
No, man. I was gonna say, bro, man.
Yeah, we're
I was gonna say my first interaction with you. I don't know if you remember this. This is like Tusky. This is like, I think this is when you were going by Lil Mir at this point. And like, I guess being in that space, being in high school, being like freshman, sophomore, and dropping the music, being like one of the first people to like really be vocal and bold with your music and really want to drop it and promote it and show people and tell people and like explain to people like what the fuck was going on. You're also like the magic. You're also the magic man too. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Yes, we should.
But like my first interaction.
That's
was
a box right there of the white one on the left. That's
really?
a box of magic stuff. And then there's the Chris Angel kid is right there. Chris Angel.
Damn. What?
Because I just moved, so it's all right here. But
yeah, man. Like I feel like when, like I came through, it was Miss Shepard's class.
Miss Shepard's class.
Wow, dude. Like last block of the day, I think I came. You had gotten your buzz. It was like my first time like seeing you, hearing about you and shit. Yeah, Jaden Gray and shit were there and all that.
So I might not. This might have actually been when I wasn't even like. I was just literally just coming to visit. That might have been.
It was a visit
after I was already. Yeah, I wasn't enrolled there.
Yeah,
I was doing my online school shit. What you were saying?
You had like a visit and I dapped you up. So it was good.
Oh shit!
And I think it was either right before the bell rang or like I think maybe mid class. We went to the bathroom, asked if I could hit your jewel. Jewel days, bro. Fuck. I asked you if I could hit your jewel. You were like, yeah, bro, I got you, bro. Fucking got a few smacks off that bitch. Went out there. I was like, damn, this is like cool dude. And then, about 4 years later. I'm like 19.
Yeah.
And I'm starting this whole thing. And you text me and you're like, dude, like, I really fuck with what you're doing. And this is what I was like, whoa, like, dude, what the fuck? Like, me, bro, like, this pioneer nigga, like, what the, like, yo.
Dude,
like,
because I remember that. I remember, like, messaging you first. I don't remember, like, in high school, I remember seeing you. I don't remember us, like, that like bathroom like hitting the nicotine interaction. I'm being honest.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you're
like,
good.
holy shit. I was pretty fucked up a few times throughout like periods during high school.
Yeah.
On that'll come up eventually too.
Yeah, absolutely,
but,
bro. Yes.
Damn though. Yeah, so I reached out to you.
Yeah, you reached out and
you were just doing the beginnings, and I reached out to you. Okay.
Yeah, I was doing.
How'd that?
I was doing I think I was doing the radio thing, and I was like, I dropped that first podcast, like it was like the podcast episode.
Some on YouTube or both. It was SoundCloud or YouTube.
Yeah, I think it was the YouTube. It was like the first ever episode. It was like that 45-minute compile jaunt. You know what I mean, with all like the music videos and like the different topics and all.
It's not up anymore right now.
No, it's still up. Yeah, it should be still up.
So I just saw like a level of effort because I do not want to start this, by the way, with the whole like, oh, VA, like, oh, wow. No. But really, there is some truth to what people are saying there about like, when you see someone do a little extra around here, it stands the fuck out. Because people are doing like mostly 75 plus, 80% plus, 90% of what they're expected to do around here.
Yeah.
So, for whatever that's worth.
For sure, bro. And like, I feel like, then that was my question. It was like, when, like, growing up here, VA, and like, being around like all of these like people, or like, being the pioneer that you are, and like starting this shit. Like,
fuck it, stop. Bro.
Nah, like,
I did grow up. You
here, grew up around here, and
yeah.
like, I guess my question is like, what was stand out? What would get your attention? What was the first, like, I guess the first stance starting this shit? Like, you could say 2017. That's like my earliest memory of like when this all was like starting to like somewhat catch people's eyes. That's
what was standing out.
Yeah, what was standing out? What was like, what had you like wanting to drive, like seeing all of this and wanting you to become this artist and DJ and you know, and wanting to drop all of this music and also going by these aliases as well.
The aliases had not started then.
Okay.
I mean, I think Lil Mir was definitely the first thing, and that was such a less special than like the Bodega Cat thing happening. That was what I was trying to say with the whole Spider-Man thing by the beginning, by the way.
Okay.
Guys, since I fucking can't keep my... I watched it, and you know how there's the scene at the bodega, and he gets the sandwich from Mr. Del Mar.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hi, kitty. And I was like, what is that? Bodega Cat looked like into like what it is. Bodega Cats are basically, it's like a working cat. It's a cat that literally has a responsibility to like deal with like, you know.
Yeah, the customers and
pests.
all that, yeah.
And then they're nice to the customers, all that. So people love to go back there. So it was like cat, which I grew up loving cats. I have my cats. Love cats. I used to pretend to be a cat. My grandparents' house. I was like, meow. And then I watched that and I was like, I was born here. It was a small town for us here. You moved into here, so you kind of like, you're more like a road. You've seen like travel more than some people.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, the fucking coming from this area but wanting to be in the city. Like I loved going to New York and I loved going to Orlando and I loved seeing Egypt 2 times, and I want to see India from my mom's side. Dad's side is Egypt, mom's side is India. Just dishing them out for you since we're going open form with it. Yeah. But yeah, so I watched that, and I'm pretty sure that's when the name, just the Bodega Cat name,
just popped up.
Slowly, I think it was after that when I really liked the movie and I watched it again or whatever that I was like, but I couldn't. I would have to track down to find out like what the first. Right. You never really, thing, you know. Yeah, but okay, so the question was that's kind of a massive question though. Like, what was
my first questions are always like this.
2016 has become like a. I feel like you could like write a fucking essay on like this. There's like there's a spirit and an essence to like what Summer 16 was to 16 as in general and everything that came before and everything that's happened since. But 16 for some reason became like a dividing line there. Right. So 2016, 2017, I would say there's no simple way to answer that. Honestly, I was so like just actually living.
Living. And that's powerful too, because like a lot, I guess when people like associate 2016, they associate that with like a lot of like living nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know,
I would say it was the crossover.
Carefree.
Yeah. On top of that, like just the energy at that time being that different because we were not adults, young adults. We were still like kids in the eyes of everybody. I'm drinking beer, y'all. If you end up hearing, keep it to be real.
Oh man.
You know what I think is like the right way to answer that is like it was the crossover between things. It was like the psychedelic experience. It was like electronic music being what it does, and like hip hop beats are really like electronic music in a way. And vice versa. Yeah. And then it was like hip hop and what it does for like being able to say something.
Ooh, that part
easier because instrumentalism is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But it's like wrong tool for the wrong job.
Right.
If you're trying to literally convey a message to your mom in the moment about like, Mom, I'm trying to do this or that or whatever, you're not gonna fucking come up with a poem on the spot usually. I mean, you could be that cool.
Yeah.
But normally you're just gonna say a sentence like a normal person. Right. So it was kind of the way that like rock and like metal and like the old and like that where hip hop came from and what it was meeting good producers. I would say that awakening was definitely happening. Culture of the appreciation of the sides and like the all the people. Yeah. But I definitely wasn't as mature either to be able to be like, you're not that good of a producer yet, bro. Chill the fuck out. Like, because you'll be literally listening to your inspirations in the same breath in one hand on with one day, while you're thinking about your stuff and what you want to be. It's just like it can get unhealthy, you know, when you're like, this person's my age, or this person's younger than me, or this person is old as fuck and dead, but their music is untouchable. It just is. It's a lot. So
And
I hope that answered it in some way.
yeah, man, because I feel like also living in
if you meant local people more and stuff like that, then we can kind of pivot into that more too. But I'd say on the broader sense, it was a lot.
I was gonna say, man, like when it comes to like coming up in I feel like a scene like that, especially in like an era where the Zandemic. We went to high school like around the peak. You could say peak. Like this was when it was like really spiking, and I don't know like I haven't been to high school in like 5 fucking years, so I don't know like how it could be now, but it's like when I was in school and when you were in school, like it was it was crazy. It was
Dude,
wild time, you know.
It was
it like does it like when I hear about that, and like when I hear about that, I also link it, and I hear like, you know, when people link that like the Zandemic, they also link that with like the SoundCloud era, like what it did and what they made or what they heard and the sounds that they were like making and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talking about Xanax, talking about like the different colors and like the different variant pressed like pills versions of like what is all basically just like bad stuff, like fentanyl and like stuff that's just like filler chemicals to like powders. Like, that is something we could get into sometime too. I have my family members sometimes tell me that like there were times there's memories that I don't have basically of like stuff that had happened. There's ones that I do have a little bit of. One time I got home, pretty sure it was that the Daft Punk. I have to.
Dude, like
playing in Sisters. One time I came home, and it was that shit. I think I had came home off of like some kind of when we say bars, when we say Zandemic, like when we say Xanax in general, the actual drug, like the pharmaceutical one, the term is supposed to be just benzodiazepine is the name of the thing, the real one, which is supposed to be used to treat anxiety. Again, people know this, but Xanax, that's how this was honestly part of the awakening of like labels and like what people call things and how they say things. Xanax can just be pressed onto anything that's a powder that can be pressed into a pill. People could buy. It's like, think like a stamp or like a cookie cutter, basically, right? What's the word for when you have like it's like a template, like a stencil kind of.
There you go.
And there's a word for it, I think, for when you're using like clay and stuff too. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. A mold. People could order a machine press, like for a mold, and they still do this shit for different pill names, and it just stamps whatever you want to put in it, basically, into this pill. And then you can sell happy face ones, you can sell the school bus, you can sell Tesla. So people have talked about this kind of shit. This is deep stuff. Yeah. But basically, yeah. I had came home one time that I remember. I remember some of these stories, and I have some clips on my Snapchat that'll come out. I might try and put a documentary together for us to put on the channel or something. But we're not trying to glorify. It's like see how bad this is.
It's more see how bad
how bad this is. Yeah, screaming. You want to be screaming at your family, and you don't even remember this shit. I came back one time. My dad's like, "What the fuck?" Just immediately came at me, scuffled. And somewhere, we were in the kitchen. It's at the same house that you were out in front of when you saw that shit happen that one time. And he's just like, are you fucking drunk, basically, you know? And he quickly like realizes like, oh, this is like not even drunk. This seems like something else. Like people can tell, your parents can tell. The people who are reacting to this stuff can tell. And you know, we lost our local homie. Yeah. We've lost like a few people.
We have, dude.
And so that I didn't hardly remember. You don't remember.
Much.
You basically just have like a lapse of your life. Like, do people really want to deal with that? The recovery from that, I always say, is like, you don't even realize that it takes like years to come back from that shit.
Yeah.
When you do it one time, like first time. And then, God forbid, you do something like some of us did where you have like an actual stint for like a few weeks or months or like whatever.
Yeah.
Guys, smoking
you don't even
weed,
know.
marijuana, smoke some cigarettes, smoke some, you know, weed with your friends, drink some beer when you're out at, and all that stuff. That's one thing. But like this stuff is like, just look into testing kits, look into testing culture, look into harm reduction, the way they do it at festivals and stuff. They have a lot of people who work on this stuff. It's a very big booming thing. So I think it's good that we brought this up. But like, yeah, that time for me was, we might as well just lay it out there. I was like basically involved lightly in that crap. And like coming out of it now, I felt like I started coming out of it obviously a few years ago because I wasn't doing it. Again, this means like you don't even have to be doing it to still feel like you're affected by what happened and like the stories people tell you that you don't remember and shit like that. For me, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Mostly it was within the family.
Yeah.
And like, I know there's someone out there because we're okay enough to be able to live another day and just. I've experimented with a lot of stuff. I don't know if this is the time or the place that we're gonna talk about it this time, but like, yeah, the Xandemic, the Xan time in high school.
Yeah.
I've since deleted like any songs that had like.
Yeah, any type.
It was
of
just
trace.
earlier shit for me, anyways.
Yeah.
It was like songs that weren't recorded that well, anyways. High school shit, but the closest thing that you'll find to me that's still up in my discography that even relates to it was just a dubstep beat. It's on the Bodega Cat. By the way, if y'all are gonna look up Bodega Cat with a K, Bodega Cat.
We'll have
just
it up
look
on
up
the
Bodega
screen.
Cat with a K instead of a C.
It'll be on the screen. Yeah.
Adjective, noun. Listen to Bad Drugs. I changed it from. I called it Bad Xanax Dub literally at first.
Wow, that's crazy.
Back those few years ago when I was first working on dubstep that I felt like was actually sounding closer to being kind of cool. Because dubstep is hard to make, man. Dubstep sounds just wonky. Like, you can make chill hip-hop beats and stuff early, and, like, house stuff sounds good early. Dubstep is weird. When you made that one that you sent me,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is pretty good. Like, you had beginner's luck because, like, dubstep sounds are weird. They're hard. They're loud. They're distorted. They're very dynamic, and dynamics are all what music is about, but that means there's some level of complication to it.
Growing up on Skrillex really helps. So.
I love Skrillex, yeah. Skrillex, I could talk about for this entire time. So yeah, dude, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I think we kind of wrapped that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Circled that in a way.
Dude, absolutely. Yo, wow. I'm not even gonna lie. Amir, what? You should see the timestamp on here. How long are we running?
Not that long. How long has it been going?
I don't. You should see it bottom right.
Oh, you wanted me to check because you literally can't see.
I cannot see.
It says 28.
Whoa, already?
That's pretty bad.
No, that's great, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, we're going up tempo here. Like, this is literally perfect.
We're running through stuff, hopefully fast.
This is perfect. This leads into the question of
Huh.
Full Sail.
Oh, here we go. So you were keeping it running.
Yo, still, bro, because, you know, after you had hit me up, you had told me that you were going to Orlando for, like, film school. This when we had, like, exchanged numbers, and I was, like, sharing all of this stuff, and, man, and I think at that point it was like the brand stuff, and you had told me you were going to Orlando. You had went to Texas before. You went to was it Austin?
Yep.
To Austin. You said
One
you
of
had
the
a
coolest.
blast. Yeah, bro. You fucking loved it.
I missed them out there. Yeah, yeah, I loved it. They were cool. Shout out to DJ Squints with a Z. If y'all want to look him up on Instagram, I think it's just DJ Squints with a Z instead of an S at the end. And he was the one who literally got me to be able to play at the NAR bar on 6th Street in Austin, Texas, in downtown, which is like a pretty poppin'-ish place, within my first time being there, because I was like just trying to be chill, and I played all right. So him, and there were a few other people that I met there, some cool friends. But that was when I started chatting up to you. Yeah, that was right before Full Sail. And
Right before, like literally right before, yeah.
yeah, that was where I found out about what had happened to Deirdre. Deirdre, my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, was just didn't date for that long. She had passed away. I don't know if it was exactly right then when I was there away, but we were out at this just pizza joint when I got the text from her, from Doncho, from our mutual friend who she had introduced me to, her one of her besties.
Yeah.
They're Herndon Reston kind of area, so she had shown me around there. And I kind of took that in a way where I was like, this might be time for where I really need to like actually, in a way, what I thought about it was, what if that's all that's waiting for me if I hang out back in Leesburg is the same thing. Because I liked doing that life. I liked just having fun, meeting people, going out.
Yeah.
And yeah, she left behind a older sister and her mom and her dad, and I think that was it. There wasn't too many of them. I had met her mom. We handed out candy at hers on Halloween. I think it was 2022.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was turning 21. She was 22. She bought me from our Leesburg Total Wine. She bought me like a thing of sake and some, I think a sake and a soju or something. I had the cup. I kept the cup. It was one of those 1 cup sake, the graffiti. And she celebrated my 21st with me.
Oh.
It was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Yeah.
But she broke it off.
Oh.
She was the one who, it was like about that, right kind of after. It was like pretty much right after. I think it was November, December. And then January, February, March was about when we were about to go, or we went to Texas, and when me hit you up. And it kind of made the decision. I had already known about Full Sail. I don't know what you were asking about Full Sail.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, like how did we get there? How did we start?
It kind of explains a big portion of it, I guess, right? But yeah.
Yeah.
I had gotten mail from them. I had seen their ads. They ran ads on YouTube and stuff.
Actually, you mind keep talking? I'm gonna go take a piss. And
Yes.
Tell the people. Keep telling people.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'll tell it to the... Yeah. So I had gotten their ads. My bathroom is kind of a mess. It's up there on the right, though. Yeah. Yeah. He's having trouble seeing because he's wearing the... I had seen their ads. Oh, I'm getting messages on Instagram. Whoa. I had seen their ads. And I had gotten some mail. And I might have to repeat this when he gets back because this is a real true point. But honestly, y'all, I didn't know if I was good enough for anywhere. I didn't know if I could make it into Princeton no more. I didn't know if I could make it into Harvard, NYU. I definitely had thought about NYU. I could definitely get into, possibly, maybe, you never really know. But Full Sail had its own thing going. They're a newer, younger school. Their history is kind of quirky, and they're a private, for-profit school. So I kind of figured, well, if I'm gonna do it at all, if my family insists and I have the privilege, I had a fund saved up for me that I can go. Then I'm gonna do what I fucking want to do. I had to watch a second of this Sisters. I love this movie now. So I went and applied, and we wrote a nice little cover letter, or it's not a cover letter. It's like an essay thing. For one scholarship, I got another scholarship because of my grades that I got from finishing high school diploma online, and the rest was history. Full Sail was insanity. But when we got into there, I think that kind of explains it. Yeah, so I kind of answered it, but basically, what I had said was like, I had gotten the ads, I had gotten some mail, and when I was thinking about it, I was like, I had looked at other schools for sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anymore if I could do it. Full Sail. I was like, if I'm going to go for what I want, And Full Sail was newer, younger school, and they were willing to take me. Tried it out. Tried my hand.
Right.
And we were able to... I had a scholarship from writing something, and I had a scholarship from the grades that I came with from finishing the online and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was I was more trying to turn down wanting to go to school for a while. I started a little late.
Why is
so
it?
And I finished my diploma a little late. Like I was supposed to be class of 2020. So
I was gonna say, would you like to get more into that? You know what I mean? Like, what, like, because I feel like currently in this state, or like in this point in time, there's like a lot of people that feel like they have to like be like, I want to say rushing, but they gotta be on time with everything, or that everything gotta be on like schedule, or like they have to get everything done while they're young, or while they're still like in their ages,
you gotta chill out. Colin was just saying, Colin's downstairs hanging out here. He was just saying, if you're talking to people who are like 10 years older than you and you're tripping out about not making it at your age, you're making them uncomfortable too, bro. Like people are really not all prodigies, and you gotta get used to it.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Full Sail is a huge rabbit hole that I could get into whenever if you wanted to. But
nigga.
Again, you guide. I'm just here to...
Right now.
You got a bag around you.
Uh,
I see it. Yeah. You got your bags around you. I forget. Keep forgetting you can't see diddly right now. You can't see shit right now,
I'm sorry. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Once we get to an hour and 30 into this shit, I'm pretty sure I'll probably take this off. But
we're still running with it for now.
Yeah, I'm fucking with this.
Everything's good. Yeah, it's at 38 minutes. Okay,
bro. Yeah, this is perfect. This is like the angle. This is literally the part where I wanted to get into Full Sail rabbit hole. Like what happened? Like Orlando, Florida, moving to another state, feeling like, cause what you've been in VA your whole life, right? So moving to a whole nother state, going to school there, meeting a whole nother, having a whole nother community there, meeting new people there, you know, also doing film school at that. Fuck, bro.
No, seriously.
Fuck, bro.
That one deserves the...
Holy fuck.
The emphasis is real. Because, guys. Did you hear what he said?
Film school, dude.
Okay. You heard what he said, right?
Film school. When I heard film school, bro, I flipped out because I was like, bro, I'm not motion first and foremost, because you gotta have motion and you have to know your shit, and people have to there's real deal.
Or else, honestly, you're just a bummer to be at film school if you don't give that much of a shit. And I saw it, and I was it sometimes too.
Right.
I mentioned when you were stepping out, it was a privilege that people don't get either. So people can hate on that all they want, but I was about ready to not go to school at all. So it was like I had the opportunity available. I mentioned, I recorded on there, either we keep it out or we cut it out, that I had a fund saved up for me. I had a college fund to go. So I was like, if I'm going to go, I'm going to go for what I want to do. I'm not going to study.
Some bullshit.
Insert.
Some bullshit.
No, like we're not gonna come at certain people like
shout
any
out
specifics.
Yeah, no specifics. Shout out the people that are studying some
Shout out to
bullshit.
people studying some bullshit. Shout out to people who your mom and your dad were like, you know what, bro? Fuck you, yo. Like,
dude.
And your grandparents, they either weren't around. Like, okay, all jokes aside, seriously, it was a privilege.
Dude.
So when I was like, I'm gonna go for what I want to do, it was a fight. I think that's something that I've told people a lot. I even got to say it. The ghosty. You didn't latch the door. Let me
Holy shit. Mind you, I don't see shit. So like, bro, until somebody was coming in, I was like, oh damn, like do I look crazy right now?
In to say hi real quick.
Do I look crazy right now?
No, wait.
Oh shit.
What was I saying at the end there?
No, that was a privilege to just be a full self, bro, and have the opportunity, man.
Yes, we had one time in class where one of my favorite instructors, Andy Lee, I think I may have mentioned him to you because he was the one who he was earlier on, he was in our first like 3-4 months, him and Kevin O'Neill, who did the directing portion, and Andy was more of the technical camera portion.
Right.
He did a bring your camera to school day.
Yeah.
So he could check out your whatever you got.
Dope.
Clean my sensor for me.
Dope.
There's the camera back.
Like,
Panasonic.
what the fuck?
He was cool. He was cool.
What?
He was cool. But he had us do an acting thing one day. And I've mentioned Kiara to you. Kiara, shout out Kiara. She probably might not have time because she's probably actually doing adult work right now. Okay, anyways. Kiara Weber Faraz, who was from out of the country.
Where from? Wait,
She's
hold
Brazilian.
on. Brazil.
Who came from out of the country.
Okay.
Was in my first month, and we graduated in the same month. So you can imagine how that went. She was the homegirl. We were pretty tight. She was our valedictorian, I believe. Or she was I think she was the valedictorian.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And she won another award. Something. I can't fucking remember what it's called. I remember mine. I won the art history award for that month.
Like what?
Art history was cool.
Clap it up.
She, what the fuck, man? I'm getting too off track with it. I can't remember what I was talking to her about. She. Do you remember what I was saying before that?
You're talking about how she was how she was in the film school, how you like the homegirl. You used to talk about how she was the homegirl. She helped you out with like a few things. You were talking about the cameras.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Thank you, by the way.
Got you.
You know, guys, quick note. It takes a professional to be able to re-jog someone's train of thought. Give me some fucking time. Because I'm always the person who has to. So the fact that you were able to just now, thank you. Anyways.
I'm in interview mode right now.
Kiara is a branch of Full Sail. She was really, she was like Lil Sis.
Yeah.
Basically.
Dope.
And she kept me from straying like too far off the beaten path, even though I did. But like, she kind of like was, you got to rein it in when you're like, you got to show up to class and be okay for Kiara type of thing. You know what I mean? She was cool.
Right.
And she had a boyfriend who was in the music program. He wanted to score film stuff. He was cool too. Signed that off, and we were like, they're power couple, and it's nice to have a friend like that.
For sure, bro.
There was one day that Andy Lee, this instructor, had us sit in front of the class and do like a little acting type of thing where we basically, I got to talk about Deirdre. I got to talk about death. I got to tell a heartfelt story moment to the class, in front of the class. And Kiara hadn't experienced something closer like that yet, like a close death. So she was basically just supposed to be next to me as like the person reacting. And I think just the main point of that was just that was one thing early on that I was like, this is where I wanted to be, getting to tell stories in front of people, like whether they give a shit or not.
Yeah.
And then I don't know exactly where we branched from with instructors, but he was just one of the craziest ones. And I remember a lot of the stuff from him for sure.
Yeah, man.
And Full Sail in general.
Hey, talk about the people that you met there, man. People that you would like to give recognition to, people that helped you like pave the way to you even getting that degree, and also inspiring, helping you, learning from them learning from you, them helping you, you helping them, because like I could tell when you were there, man, it was a big, you had a fucking community, man. Within like what, you were there 3 years, dude.
Yeah,
fucking
it was basically
community,
2 years,
bro.
Mm-hmm.
To have a community like that, to have people that you can go to, people with like genuine like friends, and people that you can call like homegirls and like little sisters,
Yeah.
and like bruh, like real deal bros and shit. Like that's fucking like amazing. Like we want to get like into that more of like who helped you, who like.
I honestly,
who in your memory right now,
I honestly, I think even like the 1 or 2 like least favorite instructors, every single instructor I had, I miss being there. I think it was great. It's just like one of those last moments of really feeling like school, like childhood, like school, like being where if you died
right
during your time there, people would still be like, oh my god, like he was a fucking kid, bro. And I think that changed there, and I think it was because of them just being that real. And I think I should mention Caleb now early on.
Mr. London Winters, man.
Mr. London Winters. There's not enough to be said this time.
Wow, dude.
We met before I started. We met Hall of Fame, I think.
Hall of Fame.
Osandu, another friend. The president of Full Sail. I shit you guys not. Gary Jones. During Hall of Fame week, there's the tech panel, and I'm walking around. I was just wanting to get in. He's like, I was like, oh, whatever, hi. He's like, oh, you're trying to get in or something. I was like, yeah, I don't have a password. I don't have a password, whatever. He's about to just wave me in, basically. Yes, to get into the tech panel. And Osandu's just happy. I've never met this other kid.
That's so dope.
Osandu, this other friend. Shout out to Osandu, too. Epic Boy. Stop motion channel. We might be able to link him up, too. He's trying to help. He's on the school and stuff. You'll see. Right. So he just happens to be fucking walking. This is that type of shit. This is the type of shit that makes me believe, bro. This is the faith stuff. He just happens to be there. And the president, Gary Jones, who's one of the coolest motherfuckers of all time, he puts his card down on the Starbucks stand some days randomly at Full Sail so that you'll just go to order your stuff. And he's like, and they're like, oh, it's actually paid for the day. Yeah. Like, I literally had a free coffee one day when I really needed it because of this. He's cool. He's like, oh, no, don't worry about that. We'll get you. Can you wave some guy down? Like, do you think we can let my friend Ameer in or whatever? And they're like, oh, yeah, like, absolutely.
There and all
absolutely,
like,
Gary Jones type of thing. Like, yeah, let him in. And he waves down Osandu, and he's like, oh, Osandu type of thing. Connects him. We're outside of the building. He's like, oh, meet Osandu type of thing to link us together. Dude. Ameer, meet my friend Osandu, meet my friend Ameer, whatever. Links us up to just basically get rid of us and like shove us off into there together. And he's like, you guys should go in together. And we're literally friends to this day.
Oh,
we go in, we're hanging out, and we started being friends. That was my first real, I feel like, Full Sail guy friend was Osandu there. Yeah. Just both, he's a little on the spectrum maybe too. he's not going to make fun of me for saying this either, too, because he's always talking about autism. He's autism that. We go, and then he already knew Caleb. He had met Caleb. He had met London. He didn't go by London by this point either, too. He was Phantom. He was going by something else. He's gone by Pert Morales before that, too. So he's been through some evolutions, too. South Carolina. Yeah. And Caleb, it's hot. Picture this, right? It's hot. Okay. It's noon. It's fucking weekday. Full Sail campus. The sun is beating down on us. And Orlando, there's food trucks. There's music playing. They got the show production. It's Hall of Fame week at Full Sail is a fucking festival, bro. It's a party. People come from states away. People come from all over the place. Wow. People come to school there from all over the place. But people come. It's the busiest time on campus of the year, for sure.
For sure.
And Caleb just comes up one day from afar. You know, he's taller guy, bigger guy. And he just comes up and like Osandu like knew him already. So was like, what's up? And linked us up. I was talking to this one girl, shout out Desi Perez as well. Desi is I was gonna say a tall drink of water, a tall glass of water. She's really a short glass of water. Short drink of water because she's not that tall. She's not taller than me. But she was one of the first home girls that I was really just saying what's up to. I want to still reach out to produce some stuff, but she's doing her own thing.
Oh.
I think we were kicking it or whatever, and then Caleb basically around this time links it up, comes up to us, and Osano's just like, oh yeah, this is my boy, introduces us. And me and Caleb, when I tell you, you know when sometimes when you meet somebody and you just know that you and them both
y'all about to link,
and you're about to be chilling. We could just feel we both been through a lot, and we were about to. He's gonna watch this and cry. I hope.
I need to post, London. I need you posting the link to this, man. I need you repost it, bro. I need you sending this to him as well, dude.
I'm gonna share this,
bro. Yeah, real shit, bro.
It was one of the, for me at least, I can't say from his side, but for me at least, I was like, as soon as we started talking and his vibe, the way he is, we used to joke with him that joke like when we first met of like, oh yeah, he don't talk that much, but he cool for real, you know, you know, because he's really inside. He's really, you have to get him out, or if he invites you out, it's like, I'm going to go to this because he's a vibe,
bro. Like off of like just IG story posts and like seeing all the shit he posts, I'm like, man, this. Oh yeah, me and this nigga. Yeah.
I can't wait, bro. He wants to come to Virginia. Need it. I told him basically when you come here, we're basically gonna be mopping around. We're basically gonna be royalty. I know it doesn't feel like it yet because you told me I was gonna be popping when I came back here, and I'm not feeling popping yet. But bro, we're gonna be popping.
We there yet?
No, bro. I feel a little of the love. But so yeah, so with him, I feel like he's a big part of the Full Sail, like almost a way to tie it up for like a day because there's so much Full Sail that could come out within the 2 hours or whatever in the future, even when we talk.
For sure.
But he had said something to me that no one had ever said, and I felt the same way, which was that like. I graduated film school. He didn't graduate from he's back in South Carolina. He didn't finish what he was doing. He was starting music stuff. But he said just meeting there was what we went for, basically. Yeah. And I was like, honestly, when it comes to music and mixing full album for someone, too, and just getting to chill at his place, having someone he lived closer to campus, so I could literally get out from school and just go and pop by his before I go home, kick it with someone, a friend earlier, not be lonely.
Yeah.
And we just... Dude, like, goddamn, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many. I have a lot of the vlog footage on the Deity channel. Is like he's in so many of them hanging out. It was really an early on, just like this is gonna be great. And he's done a lot for me. He was there for me when I needed just someone to like give me some gigs to go and shoot the music video first that we did. The little bit of mixing. We recorded a few together as well, as you know that, and just like emotionally and came to support me at stuff and just being able to talk all the time, hanging out with y'all was great, like Key and Dan, and like going out because I was like, they're funny as fuck. Like you don't see, like it doesn't come out as much, but like one thing about London too, one thing about Caleb is like his sense of humor is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
He's so fucking funny. And this is not me just trying to be like just gas him up. I will literally have been on my phone many a times now reading what he has said to me or what I'm about to say back to him and just cracking myself the fuck up about what I'm about to say back to him or whatever. And I think everybody, you got to just meet. You just have to be patient because I didn't know that it would come, and it was lucky that it came before. It was kind of perfect. Timing works out for people different ways, but it was kind of perfect that we had met like right before starting my first month and shit, or around then. Right. And then we got to do one with him because he'll have a whole different perspective. The first thing we recorded was Yachty on the Whispers in the Rain album. Y'all check his whole shit out. Check the Whispers
in the Rain album out.
Check his whole shit out.
Out now. By the way,
check
all
his
streaming services. By the way,
his whole discography is insane.
No, it's
the
really
Dog Days album. I mixed the majority of that one too. So come on, just get in.
Like, do you hear this nigga, bro?
Come on, bro.
Like what, bro? What the fuck? Shout out to Whispers.
Yo, we need it. Did you bring the bottle up here?
I didn't.
We need to take a shot to Caleb. I'm not gonna lie. If nothing else, I'm gonna leave this real quick and come with you. If nothing else in this whole fucking thing, Caleb is someone who you need to take a shot about. If you're watching this right now, Wesay, talk to them.
Yo, I'm gonna need Caleb, bro. Go hit all the albums out. Go hit the SoundCloud. He dropped on the Self-Expression SoundCloud.
Yo, MM1MK. We didn't even talk about none of that yet. Nah.
Man. Oh, man.
No, but look, bro. If you're watching this right now and you have the capacity to take a bowl hit or to take a shot or to have a sip or something, we haven't said that in any of the Self-Expression interviews before. Take you a fucking shot.
Wow, bro.
I'm not playing about that one.
Caleb,
I love you.
Okay, so
Wrong way? I think this is the button for pull this one back. So when it gets it's usually supposed to click. I ain't gonna lie, I might have it.